So they got a guy was going to take my daughter to the look, you looking at the guy over here. Look. You're up laughing because look at him. I tell you, the religious fanatics, you see how they engage in targeting. So what was happening is I'm walking my daughter to the Boys and Girls. They send the perp. He's looking up at the church and sticking his thumb out, right, while looking at his phone. Again, his phone is not on. His phone is, he can see the screen. There's nothing on the screen of his phone. And he's looking up at the church. So when I come out from taking my daughter to the Boys and Girls, now the religious fanatics comes out, right? Again, it goes, like I said, for black people, Dr. Phil Valentine, he says, the reason why black people are so addicted, to drugs and anything else, particularly certain type of drugs, particularly religion, is because of our melanin, right? And because we are deeply spiritual and we are connected with nature, but the religion that they gave us is one that's based off of our African spirituality. They just switched it around, right? So as with anything, just like with crack cocaine, black people were the most addicted to crack cocaine, right? I should say not crack cocaine, but crack, as opposed to just cocaine, right? Because of the chemical compound of when you mix the ingredients that you use. Of course, you always see them lighting up a cigarette, right? It becomes, sometimes they get so comical, it's hilarious. There's the same pattern over and over again, right? But anyway, as you were saying, so that's the reason why, right? Black people who don't know their own spirituality, their own spiritual system, and as Professor James Small said, to become conscious is to become spiritual. It's to start the process of understanding spirituality. The spirituality is based on your consciousness, based on your level of understanding of the laws of nature, physics, N32 UKG. Right? Look, N32 UKG. It gets so comical now, and they think that it's really triggering me, but it's not. I just want to show you guys the pattern. That's all. But yeah. So when you go back to African spiritual systems, before Christianity, before Islam, you'll see that African spirituality is the one that created, I should say the practice of African spirituality is what created the sciences, what created math, what created physics, what created philosophy, what created the sciences, right? Chemistry, right? Psychology. That's what the Europeans practice. I keep telling you, these priests in the Catholic Church, your fecal department ambulance, they're the ones that invented some of the greatest scientific studies in the past 200 years, right? But understand is that African people had already created these things, right? The study of genetics, the African knew that within us as human beings, we carry cells, and they knew the building blocks of a cell, right? The 6 photons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. So they understand these things. They knew these things, right? And who put humanity back 1,000 years in terms of knowledge, in terms of learning, right? But the Catholic Church, right? So we could have been so much more advanced. And what they do, again, is because they have all of the sacred scrolls, the sacred knowledge of our ancient ancestors. And you don't believe me? Go look at any documentary on the Dogon people of Africa. That they already knew the name of certain planets that scientists have recently discovered within the past 100 years. But the Dogon people knew about those star systems, right, for well over 1,000 years. Okay? Again, like I said, when the European will ignore African contribution to history, but because he is selfish, right, he will share within himself and those in his elite circle. Okay? They trickle down technology to us, right? Remember the CIA, when it comes to anything that they invent, before they give it to the public, I should say, give it to private companies, is at least 10 to 15 years ahead, or even more, maybe 2 decades ahead, according to some experts, right, in terms of technological advancement. And they trickle these things down to the public, a decade or 2 later. All right? Many people don't understand, many people don't know that. Again, this is why they, particularly for us as black people, they keep us out of certain fields, because again, they understand and they know that if we know what it is that they have been doing, that unless it's an European who just selfish and think about himself or herself, that they know that it will be the end of their lies, their deceptions, and their manipulation. Okay? All right, talk to you guys in the next video.